In this video, we're going to talk about My Library and creating your own workflows in the Workflows tab. If you've watched the previous video where we have an overview of workflows, then you know that workflows are frameworks in a step-by-step fashion. Let's go ahead and open up our Workflows tab. You can see that I already have one in here. This is a community workflow, but now I want to create my own workflow, something that has all the frameworks that I like to use personally, step by step. So how do we do that? Well, the very first thing we're going to do is click on this blue button here that says New. Awesome. Now once that loads, you'll see all of your frameworks, community frameworks, and the Closers Copy default frameworks that are inside of this library here. So for me, I think I want a couple of things to be in my custom workflow. I want to have an outline, so let's search for that. And I could search through ones that have been uploaded by users or the founder of Closers Copy like Nico here. But I'm going to go with the Closers Copy default for outline, and I'm going to add that in. I also want a blog introduction. So I'm going to add in the Closers Copy default. I also want some blog topic ideas. So let's go ahead and look for that. If you know that you like somebody's framework from the community library, you can also add that into your custom workflow that you're building. So I'm going to use this one that says topic ideas and add that in. I'm also going to want a title generator. I'll add this one. And I'm also going to want a conclusion. So let's go ahead and look that up. I'm going to go ahead and add this one from Nico, the founder of Closers Copy. And now I have all the frameworks added that I wanted to add to my workflow. Okay, now that we have these added to our workflow builder, it's time to arrange these. If you didn't have them arranged to begin with, you can go ahead and drag and drop the ones that you would like into the order that you want them to be. So first we're going to want to start with topic ideas. After we get our topic, I think we're going to want to go ahead and create a title. After that, we're going to want an outline and then get an introduction and then get our conclusion. We're going to name this Start a Blog. For my category, I'm going to name this My Blogs, and then just click on Save. Once you've added your own custom workflow, you can go to the drop-down menu and you can see that in My Library, you can see the category that you created called My Blogs, and just like that, we have our workflow here. Now we can go ahead and open it and start using it. Now let's go ahead and clear our canvas and start filling out our workflow. So you can see if I use the example here, it says, please give me some topic ideas for boosting courage. I'm going to change this to learning guitar, and we'll go ahead and click write for me. You can see that we have 5 generations, and each generation has multiple ideas for topics. After taking a second to look at these, I really like this one here about how to overcome muscle memory and become a real pro at playing guitar. So that's going to be my topic. Now we can go ahead and go to step 2. For step 2, you can see that my input wants a topic. So we'll go ahead and copy the topic and paste it into the input field. Then click write for me. Now we can take a look through our 5 different generations. After taking a look at some of the titles that it's given me, I really like this one. Remembering the right notes is not the same as learning to play. You must learn how to feel the music. So let's go ahead and add that in. This will be our title, so we're going to go ahead and make this an H1. Now we'll go ahead and do step 3. Now on step 3, you can see that my input is write an outline about, and then it's your topic. So you could either put in your title or your topic, and you can play around with either one and see which one gives you the best results. I'm going to go ahead and take the title and paste it into my input and click write for me. Again, we can see that it's given me 5 generations. So let's go ahead and start looking at some of the outlines. After taking a very quick look at some of these generations, I really like this outline here. So I'm going to go ahead and add it to the canvas, just like so. Now we'll move on to step 4, which is our introduction. So again, it's a blog about, and I'm going to put the title in. You could play around with the title or the topic. Again, we have 5 generations, so let's go ahead and start looking through some of those. Awesome. After quickly looking through, I like the first one. I like how it has a visual when they're reading this, so I'm going to go ahead and add this one, and we'll move on to step 5. You can see that for my conclusion, it just needs a headline. So again, I'm going to paste in my title my headline, and we'll click Write for Me. Just like that, we have another 5 generations to look through. Let's go ahead and see which one we like the best. I'm going to go ahead and add this one to my canvas, but remember, you can always go in and input different headlines, or you can continue to click Write for Me and get different generations each time. And just like that, once you've went through all of the steps in your workflow, you have a really nice start to a blog. You could do this with anything, sales letters, VSLs, whatever you would like. And I talked about this in the other workflow videos, but the beauty of this is that you no longer have to go to frameworks and click between all and going through my favorites and my library, community library, and going back and forth to fill out frameworks. You can now do this in one nice and organized place, and that's in your workflows. And again, once you have all these filled out, you have a great start to a blog post. This gives you a good basis. You can go ahead and start editing things, changing some things out, and then using your other AI tools to continue writing, getting new ideas, and filling in all the gaps.